G'day, Captain Australia. I hope you can hear me alright. So my earbuds, which I no longer completely trust, I think I've got it so that they work consistently. But I never know for sure. So I'm in Hurstville, in the Westfield complex. There's a shop in here that sells apparently Japanese clothing, but they sell thermals. So I'm just looking for that so I can pick up a pair of thermals, and then I'm all set for the walk to Melbourne. So my gear has been switched out. I have a new tarp. It's lighter. Let's see if you can get in there and see it behind there. Not really, hang on. If you can see that bad boy on the back there. So it's much less bulky, much lighter, and a few other pieces have been changed out. Plus there's the new Desert Warrior uniform. We got a quick comment, let's have a look. Look fresh this morning, Captain, says Kaz. Hey Kaz, thank you for your relentless support, mate. You're a lovely person, cheers. So walking through Westfield looking for this Japanese clothing store where I can buy my thermals, and then after that I'm headed for Wollongong. So it's actually 60 kilometers from here, I think, or 65, something like that. So I'll probably camp outside Wollongong, and yeah, it is much more compact, Kaz, so all the updated gear I have leveled up. So if my life were a computer game, here I am, the new uniform, switched up gear. My tarp is now the level 2 tarp, and yeah, I'm feeling fine, and I'm much more able to tolerate the heavy pack, which is good. So I think you know, physically, in terms of the practical element of the big walk, doing great. Everything's great. Sorry about the mask, you know, just complying. And yeah, so when I get to Wollongong, I push down Nowra, and it's just going to be a series of milestones until the end. So town, motorway, it'll be a bit like that, I think. Oh, I just got a little poked in the bum by my own pack, I think. So I suppose you don't want to watch me randomly wander around Westfield, so let's just find a little quiet place to have a chat. Here we go, Year of the Tiger. 2022 is Year of the Tiger. That's nice. Comments, let's see. Cindy says, you just walked past the store Uniqlo. Did I really? Well, that's the one I'm looking for. Thank you. I'll wander back the way I came and find it. Safe travels today, Captain, says Kaz. Thank you, Kaz, very much. Your uniform looks good, says, Dr. Demento, my evil nemesis. Yeah, no, sorry, Captain Canada or Dr. Canada. I think all evil supervillains have to have a master's degree at a minimum, otherwise they're just, you know, not creepy enough. Good on you, Captain. Can't wait to see you in Wollongong. Oh, Deb, you live in Wollongong, do you? Yeah, if you want to grab a cup of coffee or something, drop me a message. Okay, so there may have been new people joining, so let me give you the quick rundown. Dr. Canada, that's the man. I am Simon. After a fight with stage 4 cancer, couldn't bounce back. I wasn't thriving. I had surrendered and lost all but a tiny sliver of hope in my life. And hope, why is it important? Well, it's one of these words that sounds like it matters, but you know, do you really measure hope in your day-to-day life? No, you don't. And that's why it can wither away, because you don't think about it as a commodity. And mine did wither away, and I had next to none left. But without hope, you can't achieve anything. You can't get anywhere. You can't heal, because you don't believe that healing is available to you, you know? Things will only get worse. But with a little bit of hope and you breathe life into it, you can get better. And that's what I did. I conceived of a big walk that gave me hope, and now I'm executing on it. So what is the big walk? It's a walk from Brisbane to Melbourne. Me, dressed as the buffhead superhero, Captain Australia. I've got my mask here with my very perky Viagra kangaroo ears. The old version of the costume, regrettably, is now starting to fall to pieces. And yeah, the big walk, it's all for a charity called the Kids Cancer Project. That charity is important because it helps reduce the number of children suffering from cancer on a basis of researching these particular types of cancer that attack kids. So the average age is 6. 950 Aussie kids every year are diagnosed. 20% of them don't survive treatment. So that's 3 children every week, average age 6, who are dying to these types of cancer. And they're eminently researchable types of cancer because they're very specific. They're very, very specific. So that's what the charity is about. It's money that funnels directly into research into pediatric cancer. I survived cancer, but a child shouldn't have to. A child should be out riding a bike, falling off a skateboard. The hazards to them should be falling from a tree, breaking an arm. So shout out to my mates Archer and Haley. Archer's going through a long chemotherapy treatment in advance of a bone marrow transplant. So the chemo kills his bone marrow, the stuff that has cancer riddled through it, and then he gets a fresh transplant from his younger brother. Can you imagine being in a family having to face up to that? So it's a sorry old mess, and that's why I'm walking. I'm marching to try and help. And I've still got a long way to go. So that's the story of it. That's what's going on. That's why I'm doing it. And now I'm going to go back and find that shop Uniqlo and buy myself some thermals so that if I do have a cold night in Victoria, I'll be relatively comfortable. So thank you so much for your interest, and if anybody has any questions, ideas or whatnot, just drop them in the comments. I try to answer every single comment, or at least smile or love it or like it or whatever. So thank you very much. My name is Simon. You can also call me Captain Australia. I have been called a few other things as well. And today I'm off to Wollongong. I won't get there today, probably. It's like, I could if I really went mental. So let's see. But I'm off to Wollongong and I will update you later in the day. Thanks very much.